So today we're just talking about 3 easy things. A lot of people are setting New Year's resolutions. They're trying to get in shape. This is for financial shape. 3 really simple ones. First of all, take an inventory. All the stuff you've got. You've got a 401k at work. Wife has a 403b. You've got some investments with your investment guy. You've got a stock certificate that grandpa gave you. All those things. Have that stuff and have it all written down. Also looking at how much money you're contributing percentage-wise to these things. One of the reasons this is extremely important, especially if you have an employer-sponsored plan, you want to make sure that you are getting all of the free money. So 401ks oftentimes will have a match. So if you put 3% in, they'll match 3% or different levels. And sometimes those change. So the employer might come back and say, hey, we used to do this and now we're going to do this. If you don't do that, you might be leaving free money on the table. It is absolutely the best investment for you're putting in 3%. They're putting in 3%. That is 6%. Like you just got 3% of completely free money. So that is absolutely one of the best things to be doing. Make sure you're doing that. Oh, by the way, as a little caveat, if you can, one of the new provisions is a lot of 401ks now have a Roth provision. So the Roth provision, I do in other videos, but the Roth provision is a provision you should really consider. You can talk to your accountant about it. I'm a big fan of it because that's money. You'll pay tax on it now, but you'll never pay tax on it again. The second thing, inventory here of what we have. Now let's do an inventory on what we're spending. It's a really big deal. Some would call it a budget. I call it a budget, but I also say just watching where the money flows because a lot of people have a lot of things that are coming out of their checking accounts that they're not aware of. So making sure that all the dollars are very meaningful. One of the reasons I would say this is if you're spending it, it's already in the budget. But if you're spending money on Hulu or on Disney or something and you're not using it, it could be easily $50. Well, when I started in this job in the 90s, $50 didn't get you anywhere. Now we have tons of clients that are investing just $50 a month into a mutual fund. It adds up, right? So keep the bill that you already have, cancel the subscription and send the money to something that's going to pay you down the road. The third thing is pertaining to this. You can start small on investments. And I would say whether you're talking to a bank or a financial advisor or even going to one of the setups to do it yourself, historically, people think of investing with these big piles of money, but you can systematically take money right out of your checking account. So if this is your bank, you've got money in your checking account and you say, hey, I really like having $10,000 in my checking account, but right now I have $15,000. You could send money into an account over here that you have the flexibility to send it back and forth. This can earn a little bit higher percent depending upon how aggressive or conservative you want to invest it. You can be doing lump sums like the extra $5,000 here, but you could also be doing as little as $50 or $100 a month on a monthly basis here. What that does is it does a couple things. One is it's building at a higher percentage, hopefully, right? The second piece, which is really, really important because we're Americans. And when we see a big balance in our checking account, we oftentimes go shopping. And so this keeps the money out of our head and it keeps the money working for us. So keeping this balance at a lower amount and this balance, it's not that it's hard to get to. You can get it back in a couple days, but oftentimes by having it over here, it protects it a little bit from ourselves. So these are just 3 really easy ways to start off 2026 with a bang. You'll be surprised by the end of 27 how well this goes. If you like these videos, share, like, subscribe. We're going to keep doing these. It's really working. It's really fun. I enjoy teaching people about this stuff.